Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Red Raiders offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Puts him in the spin cycle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Dropping back, it's Morton. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Firing to the right, complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on first and goal. Now on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Floating away. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Kansas State's offense will take the field for the first time. And I think we're going to see plenty of big plays, especially when you have a couple of guys who can spin the beam like these dudes, Jesse.
These are two guys that can reach every corner of the field. Every throw is at their disposal. We're expecting these offenses to go up and down the field.
Yeah, and it's just going to be so fun to play skill positions for these quarterbacks. Like, you're always open. He's going to throw it a lot. They're going to give him a leash to be able to do that. Just a fun day of fireworks.
And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll test the right side. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And where did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and match.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Morton. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Texas Tech, 14, Kansas State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. Pushed down for the tackle.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. Now the play fake. Coming after it. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A 3rd down try for the offense. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. On the run, it's Giddens. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss?
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to throw.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he's dragged down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Wisconsin delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Madison. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big Ten. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That's caught. It's Hudson.
The second down pass, complete to the wideout.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Using the quick game. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man. It's Hudson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Fires on the move. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 0 with the carry.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas Tech, 21. Kansas State, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Johnson wants to throw it. Working that left side now. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Rice. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Snares it outside, it's Rice. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan.
And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Johnson looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete. By the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Turns it on at midfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Give to the running back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's caught inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. The Red Raiders get enough for the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Johnson wants to throw it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unleashes one. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Kansas State. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. At the 35, he's got room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Going deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
He breaks a tackle. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Johnson looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Complete to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's reeled in. It's Rice. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Johnson wants to throw it. Right down the middle. Got his man on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the gun. Grabbed behind the line. It's Giddens. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Looking downfield, it's Morton. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. So here comes our first play of overtime. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Hudson. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The Red Raiders have pushed it inside the 20.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He'll go to the sneak. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. The Red Raiders are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They take the lead here in overtime.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He caught it! Touchdown, Kansas State! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Man, what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David, and you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily, maybe you could do the same on a two-point play.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Gets open down the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. This thing has been back and forth now, first and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Johnson looking to throw. Makes his connection. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Second and goal coming up. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Red Raiders have taken it inside the 20. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what they have on third down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for a liftoff. The Red Raiders will put total leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cougars offense will get the first crack at it here. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Maurice. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Give to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying play action. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Getting some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Texas Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Morton. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Touchdown, Red Raiders! What a grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to run it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Morton. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. He finds his man. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's there to make the stop, but he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got a man. It's Hudson. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his man, and they convert. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very good. Not a productive first down play.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops ball and get you the football.
I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Houston wants to play fast.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And the explosive player, they're on the move all the way to the 44. Going up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down is more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between... Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on the...
He'll take a deep shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Red Raiders will punt this one away and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got great speed. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Morton. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you, got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Motion from the offense. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be
going up top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Grabbed in the middle. It's Douglas. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped.
And your Houston Cougars will take over 1st and 10.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Still on his feet at the 45.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to...
Picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30, the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Snagged in the middle, it's Jenkins. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fair catch called for and made. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Dropping back, it's Morton. Quickly to the tight end. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they capitalize not only on the pick, return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Houston going up tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw. Completes it in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They want to just keep throwing it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like,
fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, 1st down. On the ground, it's Dickey. Fighting off the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking to pass, it's Morton. Finds his tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peak.